am. Oh, depending how late you're up, we could do Cold War after I stream this for about an hour if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna be up for a bit.
No, I know your sleeping schedule. Well, you don't have one.
I don't have one, no. Okay, I am here. Okay, we are... I have armed myself in the station. Zen's here, I'm here, we're all here.
What do you mean Zen? Wait a minute. What do you mean Zen's here? I don't see Zen.
She says I'm here, it's in the chat. I'm looking at the chat.
Well, then my chat's obviously slow because I see no Zen. Never mind.
This isn't normal.
Guess I'll play some Saints Row. Sorry?
Yeah, me too.
Like, if you really wanted to, I would just. I mean, I still love. I love the Saints Row games as much as I do the next person. But I don't think it's a series I'm going to stream much of. Is this the? No, this is
The first one.
Is it? I got one.
Yes, it is. Oh, hey! Get
I don't remember.
me, you heffalump!
I don't remember it being snowy. Are you sure this isn't right?
Damn.
Positive.
How
Okay.
many are there?
How far did you get in Central?
I beat the Tomb Raider reboot, or reboot, I guess. And I don't remember snow. Then again, it's been a while since I played it, so. Like, I mean, a long time. Like when it first came out. So it's been a while.
This is the definitive edition.
That's probably why then. Probably added content and whatnot.
I'm only like 70% involved.
Yeah.
What do I think about...
I mean, if everyone else is cool with it, I'm cool with it. And...
I already gave the go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Dan's a very simple marketer. He doesn't really give a shit!
Oh, hey, I
Hey,
have a
hey,
full fleshed out story for both him, his little sister, and the woman he loves.
Oh, you bitch! And they are lighting me on fire.
Good!
Well, I just did that to him. Lighting me on fire, Lord.
I'll let you on fire.
Come on, baby, right now.
Thankful.
Come on, baby.
We find shelter, 'cause they say it's much better. We know we are not the problem.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
And I found a hearse that I customized.
Oh, you finally customized the hearse.
Yeah. Like, I spent, like, I was just driving, and then I see it, I'm like, so I'm driving the compensator truck, so I smashed it in the first ride, and just got out, shot the guy's dead, and took it. I'm like, I'm taking this is mine. Probably could have handled it better.
What's fun in that?
We gotta protect the tower. Stop her at all costs. Ah, come on, get some fire over there. What the hell? She's still alive. Get the...
to deny, 'cause we must hold on, yeah.
Out of the way!
Oh,
She's low!
no, I'm not.
You're going to that all you got! Keep firing! Weapons are useless!
The moment, yes, this is all I've got. Hell,
Shit, she's still alive!
Still alive.
stop blowing me up.
I'll blow you
You're
up.
allowed to do that. Okay, you need to get out of my head.
I'll do it.
Stop living rent free in there, damn it.
Gotta live rent free somewhere.
Fair point. So, Zen, I have a very important question for you. Zen! Oh, Zen!
Calling all
have
sisters,
questions.
calling all sisters. Respond! Yeet. You gotta yeet.
Would you like to see your Brothers of Destruction on Cold War?
And a tattoo on her arm.
If Dan's not up for a stream, I can do a third one.
I mean, if you want me to stream it, I'm not opposed.
Well, I've done two today. I figured you would like to at least post a little bit of content today.
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, see, there you have it, little Zen. What? That is not the question I asked, woman.
Sha la la la, please, Mr. Green, beg my baby back to. Yeah, it's because I was singing the song, so. This woman keeps
I
a.
asked if you wanted Dan to fucking stream it, not fucking what tattoos on your arm.
She said yes.
Well, then type in yes, you.
She said ye, what ye? Are you even looking at your comments?
I am now.
Okay, well, let me do.
Yeah, why can't people just type yes like normal fucking person?
Because we're not normal fucking people.
I can see this!
You know, I'm not there vocally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the original Tomb Raider. Okay, I remember the screen at the campfire. Okay, so then it's been a long fucking time since I played.
They're all good, bro. I've yet to beat any of them, so I'm hoping this is
All right.
first time to beat one.
Then I'll give you my opinion. It's good.
Yeah, I can see it's good.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
I'm just not that
loved it.
smart.
Oh yeah, no, dude, I got stuck on every fucking puzzle.
Going up, going to the chapel. Holy shit!
No, she's 29. She tells them all she's 28. Please, Mr. Dreams, bring my baby back to me. Then explain to Mike that he should give Final Fantasy XII a shot and decide if it's good for himself. I mean,
No, no.
I'm not stopping him. He wants to play it, he can play
I've
it.
seen the gameplay. I have seen the reviews. I choose no. And you can't make me.
See? He did his own. He did his own research. He just doesn't take my word for everything blindly. I mean, I guess my word sometimes helps, but that depends, because... but no, he did this one for himself. Like, it had a lot going for it, but... The only thing I liked...
Failed in execution.
The only thing I liked was the story. That was it. Like, that's all I could bring myself to like.
If anything, I played Final Fantasy X over 12.
Okay, but 10 is good.
I know! That's you.
And look, if you hate Final Fantasy X for the laughing scene, then I got something to tell you. It was supposed to be like that.
Alex?
Lara!
I'm at the panel.
Okay. The tower should boost the signal from the transmitter.
Okay.
It's turn-based combat.
Find the
How can you
emergency
not
channel.
get into it?
Get a
You
clear
press attack,
signal
you
on your
watch an
radio before you
animation.
broadcast the SOS. Hey,
Didn't 12
we got
do the
everything
same
crossed
thing?
No,
for you
12
down here,
is like you're in like
Thank
in a
you.
sealed off like area of the world map.
Oh lord.
It's called Active Dimension Battle, and you kind of have to like position yourself, and then like how you like customize your party. Let's just say there's a lot in it.
Identify your situation and location coordinates, and stand by for a response.
It's not
Mayday!
like another. It's
Mayday!
not like
This is
Final
Lara
Fantasy
Croft of
15
the
where you press the
Endurance. We are
button and you
stranded
attack.
on an
You gotta
island in
like
the Dragon's
you press
Triangle.
attack
We
and
need
when
help
you
and
wait a
medical
minute,
supplies.
you
Please
attack
respond.
like with one swipe. You wait again.
Come on. Mayday, Mayday, this is Lara
The Gambit
Croft of the
system
Endurance.
sucks.
This is aircraft Nautilus 177 Alpha. Searching for you since the distress call from your vessel. Almost given up hope.
So had we.
Got your approximate position. We can sure use a visual.
I'll figure something out.
We'll be heading your way soon. Out.
Yeah, but I don't. It's complicated to me as someone who has played Final Fantasy before.
Right. Need a signal.
I was just saying, nothing gets as complicated as 15 does
Fire.
later.
Fuel,
Later game.
flames. I can do that.
At least Final Fantasy 15, I get to swing a giant fucking sword called Masamune.
And you get to drive a cool car.
The only thing I can like about that is I can go off road with the bitch.
You can get actually in one of the patches. You can like
That's one
mod it
way
to
to
be like
get
a
down.
monster truck, and you can drive it off road. Yeah,
Guess I didn't play long enough.
yeah, it's during part of the story.
Sister, dear, please don't take this the wrong way, but you are
Fuel
a
tanks.
very odd duckling.
We love you.
So,
We do.
yes, what? You know what? Keep it up, woman. You're not getting anything for your birthday. How about them apples?
I'll play it again. I loved 15. I still love 15. I will always love 15. I just hate the fact that it will never be complete.
Yeesh. Why would it be complete?
Because there was like 4 or 5 more DLCs that got canceled and put into a book.
Oh, that sounds fun. Sheesh.
Yeah.
I get you like the game, but not all of us are gonna like the same thing as you.
Let's not get... Okay, look. You like the game, we can agree to disagree.
It's red glare.
Like, let's just say we agree to disagree, and we can move on, and we can all be happy and hunky dory. Don't be quiet. Speak, woman.
Besides, I was thinking of playing Tales from Arise for your birthday. Go there.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you're actually liking it.
Yeah, me too. But it was bound to happen sooner or later.
Because it's fucking awesome.
Oh god, this is me and Dan at a party. Oh lord.
Okay, that I remember. Yeah, that's.
Dan, everything's going to shit!
Take evasive maneuvers. Left, right, zigzag, crisscross. Go both ways at once. Really throw them for a loop.
If that's not me and Dan after a party and everything going to shit.
No, that's
nothing
you
else.
riding down the roof on a fucking cookie tray into a rose bush.
Damn, we agreed not to talk about that story.
Well, we're talking about it because it's fucking funny.
I have to get to him.
Dan, we agreed never to talk about that. Zen, don't you ask questions either.
Let's just say Michael had a last instruction and it didn't end well.
No! No, Dan, you shut up!
Look, it was gonna come out eventually, and you have to admit it was
No,
pretty
it wasn't.
fucking funny.
It was gonna stay in my archives of bad misjudgments. You don't need to know. She's asking about it.
No, she's like, okay, I'll be quiet. You know, you're allowed to
Go away!
not be quiet.
Go away! Get off of me!
Lara, you there?
You can ask questions about the game or what you think of what's happening.
If you must know, I got super drunk off of Fireball, whiskey, and Jaeger.
Ammo!
This is before the whole stopping drinking thing, mind you.
Yes. And I took it upon myself. Dan, shut up. I know you're trying not to laugh over there.
Hard. Because I was there for the aftermath.
If you need to know, I may or may not have shellacked a cookie tray by coating it with Crisco. You know, the cooking oil?
Yep, well, you know, yeah, I know that cooking oil.
And then I took it upon myself to see just how far I could slide off of my roof. Well, let me tell you, it wasn't very
A
far.
storm that came out of nowhere, out of a clear sky, and brought down a
And
plane.
I butt planted
It's
into a
not right.
rose bush and got
No,
bush
it's
bush
not.
prickers where they didn't need to go.
So moral of the story, don't drink and grab a cookie tray and slide off a roof.
Shut up, potatoes. Good idea at the time.
Look, it can't be any worse than me getting catfished. I mean, you were kind of the same way, but you figured it out before I did.
No, I wasn't. I had on shorts in the middle of winter. Don't ask questions. There are some of us who are immune to cold, like I am,
Lara!
for
What the hell
whatever
happened?
ungodly reason.
This storm, it came out of nowhere. These clouds, they just surrounded the plane.
Lara, listen.
I saw the crash from here, so you must be close to my position. Just get back.
No, I
here
wasn't
safe.
in the nude, but he
All
fell
right.
into a rose bush.
And,
On my
well,
way.
I'm sure you could imagine where said
Let's just say
prickers
there was
ended up.
thorns where thorns shouldn't be.
And the reason Dan knows the story firsthand is because I was in the freaking party with him, and he heard me laughing from outside.
Yeah, and then when you proceeded to get thorns removed, each yelp was fun. My crazy drum story is running over Mike's head with a fucking truck in Battlefield 1.
No. Okay, so way back in the day, my headset was way better than this one.
We haven't met IRL, but God, you want to.
And the last thing that Dan heard was Dad saying, "Stop moving, fucker! Quit moving! I have to get this out." Shut up! It wasn't that.
It really was.
He pulled a pricker out my dicky do.
Yeah, well, keep your song long diddly in order.
It was in order.
There's got to be a way up.
But yeah, I know, night drunk stories aren't like super crazy, but you know. That's because I was drinking absinthe and I learned never to drink absinthe again. Woke up in a Denny's parking lot lake naked and it was not a fun time.
He ended up naked in a parking lot.
Well, good thing one of my friends was close by and he gave me a pair of pants and a shirt and then I got a grand slam.
He only showed up to figure out what the hell happened.
Well, because he remembers driving me to Denny's. He doesn't know why I was there or why I was naked. And he's like, okay, here, take some clothes. Didn't say I was smart.
Zen, darling, I have plenty of drunk stories if you wish for me to tell you.
We both have them. Some of those.
Dan, what help?
Dude, I only played this game once. And that was when it first came out. So I'm gonna be as useless to you as an asshole and an elbow. Just try random shit till something works.
Oh, I'm just an idiot, that's why.
Yeah, that's usually how it ended up for me in Tomb Raider 2, figuring out I was really an idiot.
Ever wonder where was I drive a fucking golf cart pissed drunk at 3 a.m.?
I know what it's like to drive a fucking rocket-powered mower. Because that's fun.
Golf cart was fucking. Dad put a NOS tank in.
Oh my god! So what, I went from 0 to what? 70?
It went from 0 to fuck me at 3.2 seconds.
There's no way.
That looks like a good spot to hook into.
What did you do? Turbo the motor?
Oh yeah. So the night before, me and Dad were talking, and he's like, "What's your most intoxicated fantasy?" Now, back in these days, nobody knew there was anything wrong with me. So we get up to all sorts of hijinks and
There was lots of drunk stories.
And he's like, "Have you ever ridden in a golf cart before?" I'm like, "Does a bear shit in the woods?"
So
he's like, "Well, yes, but that's not what I asked." I'm like, "Yes, I have ridden in a golf cart before. Why?"
Lo and behold, now I've seen the picture of this thing. I've seen the picture of the rocket-powered mower. I've seen the pictures to know how real these fucking inventions of God are.
So, he got a golf cart from a buddy of his. God rest his soul. And we decided to put a twin-turbo V8 inside the engine compartment.
This makes, like, I don't think I'll ever understand why.
And then Dad had the bright idea that let's make it go faster.
So I remember seeing the motor being swapped out. That's what I remember Steve at least telling me.
I'm really glad you
So,
moved.
You and me both
we
go.
put a NOS tank
One moment they were fine, the
in
next
the back
there was
underneath the
this
seat.
storm. It came out of nowhere.
Well, stupid me
I called them here,
decided to go
Ross.
crack the NOS tank.
Well, because you thought that's what you turn it on, because you thought you had to hit the gas, like turn the gas valve or
Hello,
keep the
can you
gas
hear me?
going. Turns out, no, it was not.
Anyone there?
Captain Jessup, do you read?
I've deployed a smoke signal. Please.
So,
Damn it, he can't hear me. I have to
So,
get to him. His signal's just over
mind
there.
you, we found a nice hilly.
We'll need to regroup as soon as they find Sal.
I can't just leave him out there alone. I need to get to
We found
him.
a nice hill for me to try this at.
Sometimes you've got to make sacrifices, Lana. You can't save everyone.
I know about sacrifices.
No.
And
You know
next
about
thing,
loss. Sacrifice is a choice you
next
make.
thing Dad knows
Loss
is
a choice made
make
for you.
it
I
stop.
can't choose to let him die, Ross.
But mind you, I am shit-faced faster than a fucking Roman tea kettle. I am ass over end going to do.
I remember the aftermath of that story.
Smacking every hilly side,
there was-
trying to hold on.
There was a lot going on in that one. Like, I remember the aftermath of most of these stories too. That's the funny part.
The next thing Dan hears is Dad hop into the party. And he's like, "You know what your brother just did?"
Looks clear.
It's like, your dumbass brother.
You're probably right. We
Drove
got
a
orders.
fucking golf cart with NOS.
I'm gonna head down and join you. Keep checking these ruins.
Mind you, I'm sitting here like, well, what do you
Yeah.
mean? He's like, oh, I tricked on this golf cart.
Back up! Need a better.
What do you mean you tricked it? I was like, hold up, he sends me this picture of this golf cart. Fucking NOS tank hanging off the back. Mike being shit-faced, it was funny.
Like Dad, bless his heart. The first problem was it took him like 6 minutes to try to figure out how to work the microphone. So all Dan hears is
That looks clear. We ain't gonna find anyone. You're probably right. We got orders.
6 minutes.
I'm gonna head down and join the others at the plane.
And
Keep
then
checking these
Steve's
ruins.
like, "Well, you want the good news or the bad?" Because I was sitting next to him.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was
Okay,
bleeding
right
out of
on.
parts of my body I shouldn't have been bleeding.
Waste of fucking time.
But Dad's like, "You want the good news or the bad news?" Dan's like, "Bad news, I guess." He's like, "Your brother's an idiot."
At this point, I'm like, okay, I knew that, but he's like, oh no, wait, here's the fun part.
Help me out here!
So he's like, okay, I'll send you this picture. He sends me this picture of this golf cart. And this thing's tricked to the nines, like fucking new, like engine, NOS tank hanging off the back. And he's like, what do you think of this? I'm like, oh, I mean, it's a golf cart. He's like, yeah, but I tricked this thing out. twin turbo, fucking NOS, fucking everything in it.
Anyone out there?
He's like, so I got Mike to drive this. I'm like,
I'm
you
here.
realize he's
What's your
drunk? He's like, yeah,
situation?
that's the fun
We
part.
followed a group of men to some kind of city. This is insane, bro.
Dan's
What the
next
hell are
question
they
is,
doing here?
where's my
I don't
brother?
know. I don't think I work.
Surprise! He's still alive!
Whitman.
Nothing
Right
yet.
beside me on the couch.
Are you
bleeding.
Clara?
Yes.
Like, oh no.
We'll be heading down the mountain soon to meet up with
He's
you.
like, well,
Okay.
in
We'll try to
hindsight,
get in a bit closer.
Mike ducked
Keep
when
his
he
channel
should
open.
have dodged.
Zigged when he should have zagged, all that funny
I
shit.
smacked a tree going 20 miles an hour.
Just because Steve's exact words was that car went from 0 to holy shit, make it stop.
I fucking smacked the tree. The fucking engine blows up. I'm flung. I'm trying to figure out which way is up, and the damn thing lands on me.
Yeah, so so there, yeah.
There's the signal.
And this is where the whole Ethel thing got started. I'm like, Ethel, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Did your
I'm
dad
in
come up with
trouble,
the
lad.
phrase? I think it was,
like,
Steve's like,
Dad runs up to me. He's like, who the fuck is Ethel and why do I care?
it's like I want to meet Ethel. I want to meet Ethel.
I'm like, Ethel's my long lost lover, you bastard.
Mind you,
get me up.
Mike's like 5 fireballs in.
Well, he's like, why didn't you say you needed help? I'm like, I just went ass over tea kettle in a golf cart, and you have the nerve to ask me, why do I need help?
Well, I think the fact that it didn't have seatbelts was funnier.
You will, let's just say I
Well-
made up and down motions longer than I...
Well, I asked him, like, was there seatbelts in the thing? And Steve's like, no, I needed to take that out to fit the NOS tank.
What did you want me to do?
I'm like, fair enough, but you realize Mike's hurt. It's like he's too
It'll buff
drunk
out.
to feel it.
Dan's like, it'll buff out. Dan's like, what? Him or the car? I'm like,
This
Ethel,
must have belonged to a US
I'm
Marine.
coming home, Ethel.
Were they on the island in...
By this time, Dan's struggling to figure out who the fuck Ethel is.
No, because all I hear from like beside Steve is Ethel. What the fuck? It's let's
So, the very next day, this was never, Dan was working day shift, so he was kind of like able to come home at night. The next day, Dan's like, because we had a group chat back then, and he's like, Dan's like, Dan, I have a new idea. That was the last thing Dan needed to hear.
So I'm like, okay,
like,
what
what's
and
this
why did you
idea?
do it?
So then Dad sends him a picture of the lawnmower.
Okay, now mind you, this mower, fucking max.
It was.
Let's just say you replaced the mower, like you took out the mowing compartment. He sticks in a fucking like V6 like motorcycle motor with a supercharger.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's going from 0 to fuck. I hope I don't die in 0.2 seconds.
Yeah. that was exactly how that went.
And then he shows that then of course in the picture on the mower is a can of beer, and I'm like, okay, so I already know where this is going. So safe to say, it got hairy.
So, you know, back in these days, okay, I was a drunk with reckless abandon. I gave no shitsies, and I gave no qualm about what may or may not have occurred.
Yeah.
So,
but that was funny.
Dad sits me on this thing, and he's like, "Now, son, can you work the throttle?"
No, he told you no, because when he told me, he said, "Be careful with the throttle." Because it gets away from you.
And I'm like, "You mean this doohickey on the right?" He's like, "Yes, the doohickey." I'm like, "I think I can feather this bad boy." Now, when I get drunk, I go full Texan. No stop, no cops.
So the next thing Steve tells me is Mike slams down the throttle as far as it will go. Yeah. Now, mind you, it took a moment. So Mike decided to feather it a bit, you know, to see what will happen.
You know, and I was testing the waters and everything seemed fine.
It took a minute, then it went.
Then I'm like...
Then it went.
Then my next words were, "I wonder what this button does."
You forgot he was drunk. No, I know he's drunk. That's the problem. There's a difference from not knowing and knowing. When there's beer cans in the pictures, I know something's going up. Mind you, this is a tricked out lawnmower that takes off like a rocket.
That's something that went up was my shoes.
What Steve tells me is the next thing he hears is a squeal just trailing off. Because he hears the motor going, but of course it took a moment because, you know, it's a lawnmower. But it went.
Boy, did it go. That was one of the few times I was glad I wore a helmet.
Oh, I did. Well, after the golf cart incident.
See, whenever I get, you know, back in the day when I used to get really intoxicated, I was numb and completely oblivious to sight, sound, everything else. And I just went for most of my shit.
Yeah, except almost all of it would be funny.
Yep. Of course, Dan remembers the tricycle. The three-wheel motorcycle.
Don't fucking remind me. When I got that picture, I knew something was up. Seems like I got another idea. My first words are like, "Okay, where's Mike?"
Dad showed me this combo. He's like, "Do you want my honest answer?
He's
or
like,
do you want me to lie straight to your face?"
He's like, "I'm gonna tell it to you straight." He needs to write it.
Dad had the freaking bright idea to take us down to Norwalk, which was the local drag strip with this three-wheeler. And he's like, "Here's how this is gonna go down." And I'm like, "Oh no." I'm like, "Am I gonna be the guinea pig?" He's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Do I have a choice in being the guinea pig?"
No.
No. I'm like, "Okay. How drunk do I need to be?" He's like, "You might need to be pretty drunk." Okay.
Well, safe to say, yes. When it requires you to get drunk, you kind of have to. I mean, you probably...
So
you already had a fireball ready for you, so I mean...
Oh no, he gave me the full bottle.
Oh,
To send it.
Awesome, great. So, mind you, this I just want to stress how important this is. This was before anybody knew anything.
Yeah, this was like
I can't stress
before
that
I-
enough. This is when me and Mike were just having fun, just fucking around, getting drunk, and doing live streams.
This was before anyone realized my stomach was
Essentially
no
a
longer
ticking time
intact.
bomb. Because me and Mike's first official stream together was a drunk stream.
Yep.
Kind of
So I think
mortar
that's
and
enough
pestle.
to kind of
Probably
drive
used for
home
preparing medicinal herbs.
how important our relationship really is.
So, Dad gives Dan a phone call.
I never get
And-
calls. Like when Steve calls, I knew something was up because I'm like, "What the fuck? Steve's calling me." Okay.
And he's like, Dan, you have got to hear this car. Turned out it wasn't the car that he needed to be worried about.
Nope. There was more worries than a car.
So, what we ended up doing with the three-wheeler is we put in, a racing.
You guys essentially
Racing,
put essentially a super like a sports cycle. Like we're talking like
Yep.
one of those crotch rocket motors, and there was fashion to it, pretty effectively too. Like it was nice and snug in there.
Like, it worked, and we tested it.
It was turbo, supercharged, whatever it needed to be. Because
We
Steve
tested it. We
loves
didn't
that.
didn't really have a problem with it.
The motor was
I
pushing
found
out.
the problem
like-
quick enough, though.
I mean, you're putting 400 ponies on a tricycle.
So, this is what my dad does. So, oh shit! Ow. So, it's my turn to, drag this thing. And the guy next to me is shit-talking me. Saying, oh, you're bringing a fucking truck to a fucking...
Well, we brought it to the drag.
You know,
Well, they brought
drag-
it to the drag strip because that's where we've tested all the crazy inventions.
And mind you, by this time, like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I was shit-faced and I gave no fucks.
Pretty much.
So I text Dad, and I'm like, am I doing full send or am I going half send? He's like, oh, how drunk are you? Pretty drunk.
I believe the word
He's
he
like-
told me was enough.
He's like, well, then I guess we're going full bore. You shouldn't have said that. I'm like, okay. Well, define full and fork. He's like, hammer down the throttle, you'll be fine. Are you sure about that?
Boy, the last thing he should have
Like-
told you to do.
He's like, kinda. Like, as in kinda. This is stupid or just kinda? He's like, just kinda. Yeah.
If you give it to Steve, he could probably make you a flamethrowing chainsaw.
Well, you see,
Or did he already do
about
that?
well, you see, he got really tired of shoveling snow,
Oh no.
and he made a flame waffle. And if you've never seen the video, there is a video on YouTube of a guy doing this with a flamethrower. That guy is Steve.
I mean, it worked to some extent.
Oh boy, did it work.
I mean,
But that's a story for another time. Anyway, so Dad tells me to let this guy take like a 2-second head start. I'm just sitting there chilling, guy takes off. Next thing he hears screaming behind him is a crotch rocket sized 3-wheeler.
well, he told me he heard the sound of a crotch rocket remnant and you screaming. So he told me two things kind of happened.
Now, to be fair, it really wasn't that part that scared me. It was more of I wasn't expecting it to go 0 to 60 in 1.5 seconds flat.
Yeah, he did say it did have a little bit of an issue with set throttle.
Issue my ass.
Well, again, Steve keep telling you not to go not just to put the foot down and hope it goes. You have to, ease into it.
When have I ever listened to anybody?
I mean, true.
Zen, you want to write anything destructive, Miss Coltrane? This is exactly why I call you Cole.
See, the problem is you can't ride everything because if you do, let's just say, no amount of drunk can negate any of that pain.
Plus, you don't drink. Only reason I didn't feel half of what I felt was precisely because I was intoxicated and shit-faced.
If I'm gonna experience having a broken, no, it's not fun. It's not fun.
Leave it to our sister.
Yeah, you can get it having fun, but it's all fun and games until you break a bone.
To be fair. Okay, so note to self, don't go that way.
I've never broken a bone. I've broken many. Three ribs on my right leg twice. I think I broke my arm once too. Can't remember. I was drunk when it happened. You seeing a pattern here?
I know I am.
Well, one of them was, well, the first time I broke my leg, it wasn't by choice. Let's just say 9-year-old kid, not 9-year-old kids, 9th grade kids don't know their own strength when they're pulling on your leg. That's when I got 2 of my ribs kicked in. The 3rd rib I broke because I was trying to do something stupid on a skateboard. I can't remember the second time I broke my leg. But the time I broke my right arm, I was stupid and drunk.
I taught him well.
I walked it off until I realized my arm was just kind of dangling like a limp noodle.
He walked it off.
that point, the hospital staff's like, okay, what'd you do now?
Don't you love it when they do that?
Because I had the same fucking nurse all times. She's like, wasn't bullies this time. I'm like, not this time.
What happened? You see,
What had happened was I was drunk and dumb. And I guess that's all they needed to hear before they started fixing up my arm. I mean, my leg is mostly metal now, but it's still together. So, what does that tell you?
I'm stuck.
There's the signal.
Oh, Lincoln, you dumb shit. Look up, you stupid fuck.
That would do it.
There's the fucking... I'm fucking...
Well, because the
crawling all
only
over
reason
the fucking place.
the only reason why my leg is like that is because it just barely holds together. Because it's got broken twice.
Come on, we gotta get back. Shut up and let me finish.
Okay, so we're gonna make it so it can't break again, and well, it hasn't.
You need help!
Hurts like a bitch when it's gonna rain, though.
Going to the chapel and he got fucked up. Oh, it's blue.
Oh, what do I have for upgrades? Oh yeah, now I can. Now that I have the dock, I can now store boats. Boats!
Alright, secret tomb. Let's end this on a good note. Dan's gonna be next to useless on this shit.
Yep.
Well, hopefully as soon as I clear this tomb, we'll go to Fogwar.
Yeah, sounds good for me. I used to do reckless shit as a kid. Like on top of a house, being constructed, or climb a 30-foot tree to... Yeah?
The difference between us is we're reckless now.
When it matters.
You can barely walk without breaking an ankle.
That's like putting you in a bubble.
That's right, your bubble. I don't care what it was part of.
Yeah, you know what? You could have been a fucking hiker. But you know what? You are now freaking hazard to your own health.
In a bubble.
A bubble. Don't worry, we'll make it a rocket powered bubble so you at least have some fun.
Whoa, what do you mean, rocket? No.
You can send her to the moon, it'll be fun.
She'd never come down.
I want to have adventure. Yeah, an adventure would probably, you probably come home with every bone in your body. Or would you reckless? Reckless person? There you go. I can barely word right.
Need to get up there somehow.
And fair, you can word right to begin with.
Isn't that funnier? If I'm in a bubble, I'm cosplaying as Wrecking Ball. Okay, go for it.
Okay, is there something I'm not seeing with this?
I don't know. Like again, I couldn't tell you.
I know.
As long as you know.
I'm not yelling at you. Oh.
Yet.
There we go.
Grim cosplay? Fuck if I know.
Why not?
No. I just don't know what we would do.
You be Zendiel, I be Yevon, she'd be
Okay, well, yeah, I guess. The kid
stuck in a bubble. Oh, we can sit there and dribble her up and down the hallway. Play kickball with her.
God.
What? It'd be a funny idea.
And I'm not saying it wouldn't. I'm right here with you.
We'd sit there and bounce her. We'd play badminton with the staff.
Oh, fuck.
She only gets slightly motion sickness.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be laughing.
Yeah, I'll still be laughing.
Alright, so tune in for Dan's stream. I'll talk to you later. Bye.